it. I knew it. Wendy, why don't you pick somebody since you're...
Okay. Way in the back, waving that doll.
That's no doll. It's a space station.
Whatever it is, nice and loud for me. Project. Use your outdoor voice. Let's do it.
Repeat the questions?
That's your question?
No, we cannot.
Questions?
Repeat the questions.
Yeah,
okay, well, let's see. This one asked... Oh, not all the questions? Okay. Just from now on, right? Okay.
Moving forward. Okay, go ahead. You're next with the camera.
This is a question for Vic. Short rant!
She said, this is a question for Vic, a short rant.
So the
rant about short.
The actual interrogatory would be, would you do a short rant? As opposed to short rant!
It was more of a command. It wasn't a question.
Dance, monkey, dance! Bounce this ball on your nose.
And I will answer for Vic, no. Okay.
Do you have a favorite short rant, my dear?
The only one is from Full Metal Explained.
Don't call me small! Now bring down your feet, stick them on your head! And now for some vodka.
Okay, so can I continue to pick? Because I'm really having a fun time doing
Keep
it.
picking.
Try not to pick the ones.
Don't pick ones who already asked questions.
You with the arm. Yeah, that one.
Oh my God, you look amazing.
Put those teeth back in.
Oh my God. Hey, I'd like to take this opportunity to apologize to you for stabbing you in the chest. You look amazing.
In your voices?
The question was, do we ever talk to ourselves in our voices? Wendy?
Sure. No, do you, Sonny? I don't think I do.
I don't.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
No, I don't.
I don't. No, that's such a boring answer. Yes, we do. We all do. No, she already
I
asked the
get to
question.
pick. It's my only job.
She has to be the last question.
I'm the picker. I get to pick. Not you. Me. It's my job. Okay, Ty.
Okay. I was wondering for Sunny, could you do your Lupin voice and hit on Envy?
Could you?
Oh my God, you know, Lupin the Third is very close to Mace Hughes, except he's much more smarmy. Oh, Envy, you are so hot. I don't know if you're a guy or a girl, but I want all of it. How's that?
Okay, I don't know what that thing is in the air, but we're gonna go with it. Yeah, that. Looks like it's some more.
I was wondering if you thought at the end of Brotherhood, if Ed ever made up with God or the gate, or if he kind of like not accepted.
If he ever made up with, if he ever made out with someone?
If he made out with God? Is that what you said?
Make out with God.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
It had to make out with God at the gate.
It was divine.
Wait, let's... Well, you need silence for this question.
I meant like make amends or...
With
God.
With like the gate or the... yeah.
Wow, that's a deep question.
What was it?
Makes my head hurt. I never really thought about it. I think, I mean, without really being certain, I don't have a definitive answer, but I would say that as a result of everything that happened, I think that Ed, you know, he grew a lot in his understanding of these things, you know, of everything. And I think the way that they ended Brotherhood makes it pretty apparent, kind of the happy ending, like, you know, everything kind of worked out the way it should, and, you know, Ed ends up with Renry, and you guys saw the pictures at the end, during the credits at the end, and they go on to have a family, and Al's, you know, everything is great with everybody. So I'm just gonna kind of go out on a limb and say he did kind of make his peace with it and came to have a better understanding of the whole.
That was deep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really deep. Okay.
Are we really loud up front? Okay, because she keeps plugging her ears like this. It's like,
Well, that show is super old, so get with the program and finish.
Stop watching the Twilight movies and finish Brotherhood.
You can tell looking at this dress, he's never seen one Twilight movie. That's terrible.
But have you seen Vampire Night? Because that's better.
Hunger Games.
Don't listen.
Okay, I want to.
Don't let them hear us. Okay, go ahead.
This girl in the front is not
Pokemon in the back.
So
Pikachu.
don't say anything about Roy and Armstrong.
Don't talk about.
Pikachu.
Get in the house together.
Okay. I've heard Ed dying. None of that.
Nice and loud, Pikachu. Yeah.
Let her rip, girl.
And broken ankle and dead.
Big voice.
Did Vic say Roy looks dead sexy?
Epic fail on the.
Vic could, but he won't. Because he loves you so much and he doesn't want to tarnish your life. No, and I want to take this opportunity to apologize to
Thank
Sonny.
you. Thank you very much.
And I mean, I made that thing up 5 years ago probably as a joke.
And it never has stopped.
And it just...
And every cast member has had to say it.
And then
now.
people
Every
start
cast.
asking other guys who don't even know what it's all about to say it. And I'm sorry.
It's true, everybody has had to say it.
Yeah.
What? In French.
Okay, green Converse. Woo! Yeah!
Ed hates his milk, but how does he eat his cereal?
Dry. I like my cereal crunchy. You know what's funny? It's funny you should ask me that because when I eat cereal, I don't like pouring the milk on it because it makes it soggy. I literally have a glass of milk and a dry bowl of cereal, and I'll take a nice crunchy bite of cereal, and then I'll little milk chaser. And I mix it in my mouth, and it's yummy.
Okay, Envy Glove. Yeah, that's you.
This one's for Wendy. What's your least favorite yaoi pairing in human and
Did we really just go there?
You're really good at
Well,
picking
anything that
questions.
involves pedophilia.
Yeah, I suck at
You know, like Ed with anyone.
Yes!
It's wrong. Wrong, except for Winry, right?
Yes, I have to agree. It's all disturbing. It's all
But that's not
disturbing.
that's not yaoi.
Now, can I ask you a question?
No.
Can I ask you guys a question?
No.
Is Wendy gonna get hate mail now because she just said that it's all disturbing? Probably not, right? Then why do I get hate mail for saying that I'm not into that?
Because they can't picture Wendy in a yaoi.
Because you're popular. They have your email address. They
Popular.
don't know how to email me to send me hate
Someone
mail.
went into Wicked.
It's real simple.
That was me.
That's nice.
Popular.
Okay, evidently, Vic's upset because I'm picking the wrong people. Okay,
No, I'm
guy
not.
in
I was
hat.
teasing you.
Oh.
Every question seems to be awkward.
They are. Guy in hat, you're the one, you're pointing at yourself.
Are you allowed to bring that sword in here? But that looks really sharp. Okay, good.
Okay, for all of you, I was just wondering, is there anything about the show or the series or anything that you've always wondered about, but it's never been answered?
Yeah.
Yeah, I still want to know why are we inside gluttony? That's always bothered me.
I want to know why they did that Nazi one. That movie shown by
I love that. Did you not like it?
Oh, I loved it. I just what made him think to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Mine would be, what product does Ed use to make his hair stick up? I gotta give me some of that. Thanks, man. Pick somebody.
Okay.
Oh, wait, look, over here. Hi, sweetheart. What's your question? Even though Maxie was amazing as Al, did you still miss Aaron? Absolutely. Ditto. You can't do 52 episodes and video games and OVAs with a little kid and not fall in love with him and his voice And we missed him. We missed him a lot.
He just graduated
so
from
brilliant.
high school and is going to college now.
And he looks something like this,
He's a very,
with a lot of hair on top.
except for taller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, and we really tried to get him to do the voice again. But you know, he grew up and he got, you know.
Yeah, I mean, this, you know, brother. That just doesn't work.
Did anyone see the OVAs where they? Yeah. I love that.
That
It
was.
will happen to you too when you go through puberty.
Yeah.
Sorry, Vic. It was great.
How about the guy in the hat here?
All right. This question is for Vic.
Yes, sir.
Completely different from, what's your favorite Star Trek movie?
Oh no. No, we didn't do that.
No, I'll keep it short because. Oh, I just said short. I will keep this answer terse, brief, and I would definitely, without question, the best Star Trek movie was The Wrath of Khan. It was The Wrath of Khan. And
Those things that go in the ear, that's the Wrath of Khan, right? That's the one.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
that's the
with
scary
Ricardo
one.
Montalban, yes.
Genuine
and
Corinthian leather.
the second question was about the series. You mean the original series?
Which one was your favorite?
The
Which
original.
series?
That's all there is. The original series with Captain Kirk and Mr. Spock. That's all there is. I mean, after that, it just.
Do you like Shatner and other things like Boston Legal?
I do.
I
do.
loved him in Boston Legal.
I do. And yeah, I do. No. Captain,
Oh, I love
Captain
Picard.
I do.
No.
I love that too.
I would rather have a strong, virile, tough captain, not some little bald
I didn't
grandpa.
like whatever. I didn't like Gordy.
Snotty grandpa. And you know what's funny, you guys? In 2 weeks, I'm going to be at a convention with Patrick Stewart. And I'm going to tell him how I feel.
He will knock your ass out.
You're gonna shake like a nervous
I
little
will do
girl.
this to him.
Sorry, Will.
Hey, Jean-Luc,
You don't even sound
make this so. I won't do that. But I love the original series. Okay. How about you from the host club?
I had a question between the original Fullmetal Alchemist TV series and Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Was there a different version you liked or preferred over
Which
the
do we
other?
like best?
Yeah.
For those who can't hear what she said, she asked if we liked, which version do we like best, the original or Brotherhood?
I'm a Brotherhood fan.
I like elements of both. I lean more to the original, though.
I promise you, this is not a cop-out. It's just really how I feel. I kind of look at it as all one big full metal adventure, you know? I'm serious. I mean, when we started Brotherhood, I was so jazzed about the fact that we got to go to new places and meet new characters, and it was kind of like the further adventures of the Full Metal Alchemist. So that's kind of the way I looked at it. It was just a bigger new adventure. Yeah.
I have to agree with you. Like, I thought the death scene was more powerful in the first version of Hughes, but the second one, there were so many more cool elements that were added to it, so it did enhance it. And I love the fact that because I like the manga. I like that it was, they tried to stick closer to the manga in the second version too, which is just more tribute.
And just like in relationships, even though you may meet and fall in love with other people in your life, you'll never forget your first love. So we had a real passionate, connection with the first one.
Right.
And no matter, we could do 5 more Brotherhood, 5
We'd
more
still like the
Fullmetal
first
series,
one.
and there would always be something special about the first one.
Right.
So.
You're right. Heart Girl?
To all 3 of you, what is your favorite scene in both Brotherhood and the original series?
What is our favorite scene from either of the series?
In the first series, it's the Hohenheim scene where it's for me to do me. I love all that. And then in the second one, it's all of the gluttony stuff. When I'm with Ling and Ed and I are trying to, we actually kind of get along for the first time because we have to solve a problem. I love working with Ed in that whole segment of the second one. My least favorite is when I die in both series.
Ironically, in Brotherhood, my favorite scene is when I die. And in the original series, my favorite scene is the giant picture of Alicia. Don't fall on Daddy!
That's an impossible question to answer. There are so many wonderful moments. Funny, tragic, suspenseful, heartbreaking. You know, there's so many great different moments throughout the series. It would be really hard to just pick one. There were several in the original series and in Brotherhood as well. I tell you what, for Brotherhood, that last, I'm going to try to be vague because of our young lady in the front who hasn't seen it yet, but that last, yeah, the last scene there at the very end with Ed and Winry, I didn't know it was coming, and we got to the very last moment, and they played the scene for the first time, and I watched it, and I literally started tearing up, and I looked over through the glass window at Mike McFarland, and I said, "Is this what I think it is?" And he said, and it really grabbed me and moved me a lot. And then throughout the original series, all of the tender moments and the quiet conversations between Ed and Al, those were some of my favorite moments. You know, where Ed kind of lets his guard down a little bit. You know, he's all loud and rebellious and, you know what I mean, and challenging and smart mouth publicly to people publicly. But man, when he's alone with his brother and he starts expressing that he's really afraid of something or he's not so sure, I love those kind of moments. So there would be too many of them to just pick one. It's a great question.
Captain America here is crying.
Are you okay, baby? What's wrong? Oh, sweetie. Well, we love you.
I just really love FMA. So do we.
You know, all three of us have been a part of, collectively, hundreds of anime series. But there is definitely something very special about Full Metal Alchemist. There are not a lot of Full Metal Alchemist series out there. And I'm not going to speak for them, but I probably can in saying that we were so deeply privileged to be a part of such an amazing series. And you guys, your love and support for it has just meant the world. So
it's interesting to me that FMA didn't ring as loudly with the general population as like Dragon Ball Z did, but amongst like anime hardcore fans, it's the biggest one, you know.
Well, give it some time too. I mean, DBZ's been around twice as long as Full Metal.
True that. But I think there's something about Dragon Ball Z. I mean, I love it, but it's a lot more base level. It doesn't have the depth that FMA does, and most anime fans tend to be a lot more emotional based people, you know, and they like things with depth, right? Not pandering, but yeah. Yes, wristband. No, behind you. Yes.
If you had a bionic arm, but you could put a weapon on it, what kind of weapon? For all of you.
Just lasers. I would put lasers on it.
You would put freaking laser beams on it.
I would put some kind of mind control device that when I'm driving and if somebody is driving badly, I would just zap them with it, and they would feel like this slap in the back of the head, and then realize why they had been slapped and correct their behavior. I think I could save the world that way.
You want to develop that because you can sell it, right?
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
would use it in my classroom.
Yeah. Bam!
Correct your behavior.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
That's like a go-go gadget arm, you know? Go-go gadget arm! Well, it certainly wouldn't be just the blade, because you got to get in close proximity to do any damage with that, right? So it would have to be something that shoots something.
Spider webs.
It would shoot. Yes, shoot gummy bears. That'll get them. That'll teach them.
They'll never get them.
Are we out of time?
We have time for one.
One more question.
One more.
Let's see, who's got the best question? Put your hand down if it's not the best question. I see she did. Let's see. Oh, what? It's for America. Okay, what's the question? Okay, she asked if there was any scene in any of the Full Metal Alchemists that we could change. What would we change?
I would like to have not ever been on fire.
I would like to say that I would change that Hughes doesn't die.
Yeah.
But it really is important to the plot line.
Yes, it is.
So, no.
You know what? I gotta tell you, it was Hughes' death that made me realize
That the show
this is
was
an
awesome.
awesome
Yeah, the
freaking
show
show.
was awesome.
I'm serious. Because you know what? When the creators of a show are willing to kill off an awesome major character for the sake of the story, that takes a lot of guts.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like, pardon going back to it, but that's like killing Spock. Who does that? Well, you do it because it's powerful and it really grabs the audience. And from, what was it, 22, 25? What episode was it?
25.
25, when that happened, I was like, okay, this series means business. These guys are not afraid to make awesome choices for the sake of the story.
I agree. That's why I wouldn't change it. It's such an incredible plot point that you can't take it out. It would mess up the series.
Yeah. And if I could change one thing in the fight with Ed and Roy, I would make it very clear that Ed wins that fight. Because some people, you know, errantly think that Roy won the fight, and he didn't. Yeah, clearly, you know, the old knife in the throat, that's really...
If we're clearing things like that up, okay, Krillin is the strongest human being. Get that straight.
I'm sorry.
It's not freaking Yamcha. It's not Yamcha.
Excuse me, Broly beats everybody. He's a human.
That's right.
Broly never dies.
How are we doing on time?
We're done.
We're done.
Guys,
Thank you so much. We're going to make a couple of announcements.
My Q&A session is supposed to start right now, so we'll just take a second to kind of regroup here. And I don't know.
Thank you, guys.
And be sure to check out my panel later tonight. I think it's like 9, late at night. So, yeah.
Thanks, you guys. Thanks so much. We love you.